Welcome back to our podcast, Powering Sustainability, where we explore innovation for a greener future. Today, we're going to talk about the technology in waste management. It's a very important topic because it involves cities, municipalities, countries, and at the end, all the people in the world. And now we count on new technologies for handling the waste properly and securing a greener future. For this, I have a very special guest, Niraja Regu, she's passionate about waste management and these kind of solutions. Welcome, Niraja. Welcome back.
Hi, Pablo. It's so good to be here again. It's always nice to come back and talk about the waste management industry as a whole. It's always a very enlightening experience that I have here.
And today is very important because normally people don't expect to have technology in where they're going to throw. Yeah. And we have a lot of solutions now that are making a difference.
The waste problem is something that as we've discussed a lot of times before, it is one of the biggest problems facing humanity right now. And we have to sort of take advantage of all the advancing technology in this field as well, and not just in like in AI chat bot or whatever. We also have to deploy all that technology in this field as well if we are to face this.
Yes, because it's amazing how the world is changing. Yes. And how the AI is taking a very big space on everything, for the computers, for the technology. And I saw the Meta glasses the other day, for example, and there's fantastic things that you can do. And it is crucial to apply all this technology to the waste management.
Of course. As I said before, it's if we do not explore this right now, it'll be like a very big what do you call it? It will be a very big loss in the future. We have to take advantage of this push, basically.
We will be talking about these wonderful machines that now exist, Mr. Phil, Orca, and another technologies that we are now able to use and to help to control that the waste management is done correctly. So it's a beautiful subject to talk about. Let's talk about the challenge that we have now. What happened if we would continue using the old technology for waste management?
Yeah, so the old technology or the old system is very inefficient. So we have, what we've been doing so far is we have, collection sites that that collects waste. It is kept there. And we have trucks. In most cities, we have trucks coming in at fixed times and emptying the bins and then taking it to recycling or sorting facility or a landfill, whichever it is. And this is very inefficient because these trucks make these trips on a fixed time, and it doesn't take into consideration whether this bin is full or empty. It makes the trips regardless. It empties the bins, and most of the time the waste is not sorted correctly by us, by the users, and then that contaminates, like we've discussed before, the whole batch of the waste, and then all of it ends up in a landfill. It's not recycled. This is definitely not the right way to go forward with this. For example, if we continue like this, we are not only getting a lot of waste in the landfills, we are also wasting a lot of fuel for the trucks to make those journeys, and it's consuming a lot of it's very inefficient, I would say. The fuel consumption itself is you can save a lot of money if you were able to streamline this process.
And it's also contaminating,
Definitely.
I saw some videos in a lot of cities that they use these old trucks, that the smoke is black there, and then they continue with the service and more and a little more. So It's not good.
Carbon footprint that we have to take into consideration. So this is a place where we can definitely become more efficient, and that's where bins like Mr. Phil come in, because it has fill level sensors that let you know, like it is connected to like a system where that lets you know when a bin is at full capacity, that it doesn't take in more waste, like people cannot dispose of more waste once it's full, and then it you can track it, and the collection vehicles can come when it's full and then take it away. This is a much more streamlined approach.
And Mr. Phil has also the compression system that you put, and it will fit a lot more than a normal bin that you can have in the street.
Packs by itself, and so we have 5-7 times more capacity than a bin of that size would give you, and also it works on solar energy, which is again a big plus. This is not taking any non-renewable resources from us. It's all based on solar. It's just a very, very sustainable machine.
And it comes in different sizes, different capacities. So I saw one the other day in a mall, which German distribution Powerberg is giving this kind of new technologies in the bins, and it's fantastic how it looks clean. Yes. It can have a design outside to show how to use it, and you can even have an app in the phone that will say the status of the bin, the when you need to collect, or if it needs maintenance,
Yes, definitely. You can even put like marketing, hoarding, like whatever promotions on it, and it's a very aesthetically pleasing bin. Also, it's very difficult to make it look bad, as most bins end up becoming. So yeah, it's a very good machine.
So there's another machine that also is here by Powerbear, by German distribution. It's Orca that we talk about in previous podcast.
Yeah, Orca is a very it's a food digester. It's an aerobic food digester, and as we've talked at length before, it is again a very sustainable machine. The food waste goes in, and an earth-friendly, residue comes out of it, which can be just connected to your local whatever water treatment plant. And it's a very seamless and smooth machine. It works like your stomach does. It just keeps digesting food. It can be fed anything that can be fed to us, and it's a great solution for this hospitality sector, which produces a lot of food waste. Food waste is we've talked about the dangers of food waste before, like it ends up in a landfill. It causes all these biogas emissions, and it's you might think because it's biodegradable, it's easy to dispose of, but food waste is, especially large quantities of food waste, is a very difficult topic.
And for these kind of companies or entities that normally have a lot of guests, or sectors of tourism, it's necessary this kind of investment, because one way or another you need to dispose the waste, and now you can have this technology of dispose it in a correct way where you won't harm the environment.
Yes, definitely. With Orca, another thing is that you don't have to carry the waste anywhere else. This is on site. This digests on site, and you can reduce your carbon footprint when you cut out that transport part of it out of the question. And yes, it's just like if you have one of these machines, you can confidently say to your customers, if you're a business, for example, that you are sustainable and that you're taking the step to become more aware as a company and more responsible as a company.
And at the end is it's like very proud to say,
yeah,
I wear a green stamp on my company.
Yes, definitely. When it comes to food waste, we have this Orca solution. When it comes to public waste that is collected in public areas, most of the times we see overflowing bins everywhere. That is the worst eyesore that a city can have, and especially like in very busy streets, especially in streets like those in Dubai, for example, there are a lot of tourists arriving all the time, and if they see like these overflowing bins, it's obviously going to give a bad impression to the people who visit here. But how can we curb, or how can we solve this issue, overflowing bins? One of the one of the best solutions, I would say, is to have underground bin systems, which doesn't mean that the whole bin is underground. It's just that the part that you see outside would look like a small bin, but then a normal bin, and then inside underground there is a larger collection area. What this does is it improves the appearance of the city, definitely, but it also has extra storage capacity inside, which also will prevent this overflowing bin situation. Because before this is it comes to a point of overflow, it will take a lot of waste to come to that point, and before it comes we can empty it and we can keep it going very smoothly like that.
And we break the chain effect of, if I need to collect more, I need to use more trucks, and if my trucks are old, I will contaminate more, and I will need to use more manpower to clean again, to clear everything. And if we have these kind of solutions underground, it breaks immediately this chain effect of contaminating.
Yes, definitely. That is another thing. This contamination reminds me, we have recycling stations like that. That is just to say that these stations they have dedicated streams for each sort of waste, like plastic waste, cans, and food waste and general waste like that. So this it encourages, like we've talked about this before, when there is an option to segregate waste at the collection point itself, it is much easier down the line to recycle and sort and all of that. So these kind of stations encourage the users itself to do their part in segregation. So these are very important too.
So I saw something very different in terms of technology the other day that will solve the problem of us taking control of selecting where do I need to dispose this or that. And using AI, you throw to the bin any trash, and it will automatically segregate to where it belongs. So it will do the separation and the recycling for us.
Yeah. Those solutions are coming up in the industry. We also had a solution called Binny. It is an AI sorting machine, and it sorts waste for you. It sort of has sensors that determine what kind of waste is being disposed, and then it sort of separates the waste into the correct stream. And the technology is there. It's just that we need to invest in it. People have to sort of understand that the impact that this type of technology, especially in waste management, is going to have.
Yeah. So now the mindset should be, I'm producing waste. I need to know how to handle it. And if I can have tools, technological tools that will help me to do the job a lot easier, I need to invest and I need to start doing it. And everything in life is like this. If you want to have something new, something good, something that will help you, investment is necessary. As a government, as a person, a municipality, the investment for these new technologies is necessary, because at the end, what we invest, we will recover by the technology itself.
Yes, definitely. and especially when it comes to like Mr. Phil and Orca and all, you are actually you are saving money with fuel, whether it's for like transport or in when you think about it in terms of actual savings, it is there. So obviously the investment needs to come so that you can utilize these avenues that have opened up before you because all thanks to technology.
Yes, and of course, the wonderful of talking about in a podcast like this is that we can show actually how these machines work, and we will show in the podcast, in the video, that what's the shape of these or how they can get them, because if we have the information on hand, we will always share it. And some people think that this technology of using AI or advanced technology for phones or TVs or stuff, that in Mr. Phil you can actually talk to you, and it says, when you dispose, it says thank you.
Thank you. It's a very social machine.
It's a very social machine.
It's a pleasure to have
Yes.
in a city, yeah. Actually, Mr. Phil got really popular during Expo 2020 as well, because they were called the thank you machines.
The thank you machines.
Yeah. It was very popular. So
it's fantastic to add this, and I'm sure that with AI we can even in the near future say to the app or the machine, clean or start the recycling processes in the machine itself, or segregate everything in the machine itself. So it will help us a lot.
hopefully that's where we get there in the next I don't know, a decade or two.
We are near because what I saw in the terms of robotics in all, we are so advanced. And even if we use, for example, ChatGPT or all these tools, it's amazing how it's natural to use, natural to speak, or we treat them as a person. So imagine applying all this technology to the waste management that is already starting with Mr. Phil, with Orca, and later they will say, I will give you a recommendation for recycling in this way, or using your bins at home in this way, being intuitive and friendly to use.
Yeah, even now you can use ChatGPT for your recycling needs. Like, definitely it has all the information in the world. If you want to find out how to dispose of an item correctly, you just ask ChatGPT.
And you can ask, for example, what can I do with the fruits, with the fruit waste? How can I use it at my garden or at home or in the office? Can I have plants that are recycled or things like that?
Definitely, instead of asking it to be your friend or your boyfriend and those kind of silly questions, you can also use it for these very useful stuff as well.
Exactly, and everybody's welcome to be passionate about this and to start giving ideas or creating more solutions, because it involves all of us to take care of the environment. So if I can suggest something to, and this is a message for people that works in technology companies, focus also in an area that is for the waste management, because even generating technology generates waste, and that waste needs to be handled properly. Yeah? It is fantastic, and it's amazing how we can open so many subjects about how to handle waste. So there's not an excuse to say we have the tools, we have the gadgets, we have now AI that is helping to this. We have Mr. Phil, we have Orca that will help us to be better and to have a greener future. And it's good always to have you here.
It's good to be here.
I love how this can prolong and always give to our subscribers or to the people that is following us a new solution and a new subject to talk about when you are with your family or when you are at home. I saw this in the podcast. Let's have curiosity about these machines, where we can get them. Call German distribution, for example, that has the machines and is helping to do it. And it's not only installing the machines for you, but it's teaching you how to use them, how to handle the apps, how to control it. So it's wonderful, and it's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and hopefully we will have a lot more subjects. I'm waiting one very special. There is the EPR. We will have a very special guest, and that will develop another phase also for the waste management.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much, Neerja. Thank you.